हाँ तो उधर लेके जाओ।
हाँ पृथ्वी फर्स्ट ईयर को आना है ना?
नहीं फर्स्ट ईयर को नहीं आना।
नहीं फर्स्ट ईयर को नहीं।
Without
103
any further
103
ado, let's get started with our first participant. Please put your hands together and welcome to the stage. Come on.
तो माइक का आवाज करो।
Hello. Without any further ado, let's get started with our first participant. Please put your hands together and welcome to the stage.
नाम कौन लेगा?
नाम आने का।
फर्स्ट पार्ट अरे रुक
नाम आ गए।
हाँ फर्स्ट पार्टिसिपेंट एडिट कर रहे हैं। वो लिस्ट खोल के भेजा है। हाँ ये वाला।
हेलो माइक टेस्ट।
अक्षिता रामन।
सर
सुमा सरस्वती नाम का हाँ सरस्वती राणा
अक्षिता राणा।
हाँ अक्षिता राणा सॉरी
माइक चेक माइक चेक।
फ्रॉम सेकंड ईयर एमकॉम असेंबली।
चिंतन एक बार बोल।
Hello.
क्लियर।
Clear.
सेकंड ईयर एमकॉम एमबीए
ये भी बोलना है ना? From second year एमकॉम quality assurance डिपार्टमेंट बोला?
नहीं एमकॉम एमबीए एमकॉम एमबीए टू द स्टेज।
एमकॉम एमबीए टू द स्टेज।
एमकॉम एमबीए पृथ्वी
अच्छा
यहाँ पे एमकॉम एमबीए क्वालिटी एश्योरेंस नहीं बोलना है ना।
YouTube लाइव चालू है।
Hello.
Hello, ma'am. Hello, Dr. Neelam. I think you are on mute.
Yeah, very good afternoon.
Very good afternoon. Would you please share your PowerPoint so that we just want to see if it is running well?
Yeah, I'll do that. Can you give me the access to share my screen?
Yes, I think we have put it.
Yes,
We have already given the access to share.
Jai sir.
It tells me only the host can share in the meeting. Now I can.
You got it?
Yes, I think so.
We need
Jai sir, the ID. You can talk to him.
Jay Kumar, are you able to listen to me, Jay Kumar?
Yeah.
Ensure कि आपने share screen का अच्छा दिया है. Thank you. Hello Deepak sir.
Yeah.
Dr. Neelam, are you able to share your screen? Yeah, we can see now.
Yeah. There's one side of it, the right side. Let me just click to other slides.
Just scroll few slides so that we can check if it's running well.
Yeah, I am scrolling through other pages. Can you see?
Yes, we are able to see and it's running well. Thank you.
So right now on the slide is what is organ donation?
Yeah, this is on first slide. What is organ donation?
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Okay.
Yeah.
Great.
Yes, we'll be joining you.
Should I stop sharing?
Yes, you can stop sharing now.
No, now ask Deepak sir. Deepak sir is also.
Actually, Deepak sir is one of the guest speaker. He's our guest of honor today. Hello, Deepak sir.
Hi, good afternoon.
Good afternoon. We'll be starting in a short while in
Sure.
10 minutes.
Sure.
जब बोल नहीं रहे हो ना माइक ऑन मैम चैनल 1
Hello. Hey, it's okay. Hello, Jay Kumar.
Yes, ma'am.
आपको मैंने वर्ल्ड फार्मासिस्ट डे का एक पावर पॉइंट भेजा है, देखा आपने?
हाँ, देखा मैम.
उसका फर्स्ट स्लाइड से वर्ल्ड फार्मासिस्ट डे का फर्स्ट स्लाइड आप ये करिए, डिस्प्ले कर दीजिए।
ओके मैम।
फर्स्ट स्लाइड
Payal, are you there?
Yes, doctor.
I just wanted to know that in this setting, will I be able to just ask you questions to the audience?
Yes, of course.
Okay, great. Yeah, thank you.
Hello, Dr. Neelam.
Yes, tell me.
Yeah, we are hearing you, and you can proceed and ask question to the audience. We have students and faculty members sitting over here.
Okay, okay, great. Yeah, so maybe I'll just ask you questions just to have it a little bit more interactive.
Yes.
Okay, great. Thank you so much.
Would you like to ask right now, or maybe
No. During the session.
during the schedule? Okay, okay. So
Yeah,
you can
yeah.
do that. We are almost about to start. Just give us 5 minutes more.
Sure. No problem.
Thank you. Hello. Ready?
Yes.
Dr. Sanjay? Hello, Dr. Sanjay. Good afternoon.
Hello,
Sir, can we run
can you hear me?
you once?
Hello. Hello.
Yes, sir. We can hear you.
Okay, great. You are not started yet or what?
We have started and we have shared one screen. If you can see, if you are ready to share your PPT, we'll just have a trial run.
No, I'll start at 4:45.
Sorry.
4:45 is my timing, right?
Sorry, I'm not able to understand, sir. Can you please repeat?
4:45 is my timing ना 4:45 को है ना मेरा टाइम.
जी जी ये जस्ट ऐसा ट्रायल चेक करने के लिए अगर आपका पावरपॉइंट दिख
अरे यार मैं अभी पीपीटी बना रहा हूँ. Just I need to edit it little bit. Give me 10 minutes.
Okay, no problem, sir. Please take your time.
I request everyone to remain standing for the anonymous anthem.
Stand up, we are the future. We are the future. We make a great team. My speech, one is a star.
Thank you. Please.
My words are antibiotic. My smile is analgesic.
My touch is anti-inflammatory.
My presence is antiseptic. My feeling is antipyretic.
Yes, we are the pharmacists. Happy World Pharmacist Day to all.
On World Pharmacist Day, let's acknowledge the silent healers who work tirelessly behind the scenes. Thank you.
Now, I would like to call Dr. Satish Belamkar sir to felicitate Mr. Rahul Dande sir and Ms. Resha Patel.
Thank you so much, sir. I would like to request Dr. J.L. Gupta sir to felicitate Satish sir. Thank you, sir. I would like to request Sankha sir to felicitate Dr. G.L. Gupta sir.
Now, I would like to call upon our esteemed faculty member, Dr. Amit Page sir, for the pharmacist's oath.
I request everyone to stand in attention. Put your right hand on the chest like this and please follow the oath. I swear by the Code of Ethics of Pharmacy Council of India in relation to the community and shall act as an integral part of healthcare team. I shall uphold the laws and standards governing my profession. I shall strive to perfect and enlarge my knowledge to contribute to the advancement of pharmacy and public health. I shall follow the system which I consider best for pharmaceutical care and counseling of patients. I shall endeavor to discover and manufacture drugs of quality to alleviate sufferings of humanity. I shall hold in confidence the knowledge gained about the patients in connection with professional practice and never divulge unless compelled to do so by the law. I shall associate with organizations having their objectives for betterment of the profession of pharmacy and make contribution to carry out the work of these organizations. While I continue to keep this oath unviolated, may it be granted to me to enjoy life and the practice of pharmacy respected by all at the all times. Should I trespass and violate this oath, may the reverse be my lot. Thank you. Please sit up. Thank you, sir.
Ladies and gentlemen, a very warm welcome to this special occasion. We are honored to have you all with us today as we come together to celebrate World's Pharmacist Day at SVKM's NMIMS SPTM Shirpur campus. My name is Varsha Kumari and I am delighted to be your host for this memorable gathering. Thank you.
I would like to call our respected Associate Dean Sir, Dr. Satish Belamkar, to read the message from Director and Dean Sir of the SVCAMS and MMS Shirpur and also address the gathering.
Good evening all. let me read the message from Director Sir. Dr. R.S. Gaud was the founder dean of SPP SPTM from 2006 onwards, and at present he is in charge director of MPTP campus, and also he is the director of SVKM's pharma institutions. I congratulate all for world recognition of pharma profession, which was limited to one in all activities of identifying crude drugs and converting them in suitable dosage forms. FIP Congress in Istanbul, Turkey in 2009 endorsed World Pharmacist Day on September 25th of every year. In India, till 2017, pharmacy was unknown terminology to common man and was limited to medical store only. And today, if you look at current scenario, it covers all healthcare areas and responsible for R&D, formulation, medical devices, vaccine, and all related healthcare areas, including innovative approaches in providing better health for all. It was possible due to visionary leaders, educationists, and teachers, and vibrant students who are working since last 4 decades. In MPTP Shirpur, our journey started in 2007, and today this pharma school is known for its excellence in research and teaching learning process in a nature-friendly across, with credit goes to our visionary leadership, Shri Amrish Bhai Patel and SVKM and MMS. Once again, congratulations to all of you on this World Pharmacist Day 2023. The slogan given is Pharmacy Strengthening Health System. I again wish you all a happy and healthy professional life. Thank you. So this was the message from Dr. R.S. Gaud sir. So thank you sir for the wishes and message. Let me go with the message from our Dean sir, Dr. Jagannath Sahu, Dean SPP SPTM Mumbai, and is also the Dean of all our campuses as well as SPTM Shirpur as well. Dear faculty colleagues and my dear students, today as we celebrate World Pharmacist Day, I am filled with immense pride and gratitude for the exceptional contributions each one of you has made to the field of pharmacy. This day serves as a reminder of the vital role pharmacists play in healthcare and the impact we have on patients' lives. It is a day to acknowledge our commitment to ensuring the safe and effective use of medications, our medication to patient care, and our continuous pursuit of knowledge and innovation. In our pharmacy school, we have always strived to uphold the highest standards of education, research, and practice. Our students, under the guidance of able teachers, have grown into compassionate and competent pharmacists who are making a difference in communities near and far. As we celebrate World Pharmacist Day, let us also reflect on the challenges we faced during COVID-19 pandemic. It has highlighted the resilience, adaptability, and unwavering commitment of pharmacists worldwide. Various pharmacists have been on the front line, ensuring the availability of medications, offering vaccination services, and providing essential healthcare advice. I want to express my heartfelt appreciation to each one of you for your dedication, hard work, and the sacrifices you have made to ensure the well-being of our communities. Together, we have shown the world the true essence of pharmacy, and I have no doubt that our profession will continue to evolve and flourish. Let us use this occasion to renew our commitment to advancing the field of pharmacy, fostering collaboration, and mentoring the next generation of pharmacists. Together, we can make an even greater impact on the health and well-being of individuals and society. Once again, happy World Pharmacist Day. I am proud to stand beside you all in this noble profession. Please convey my heartiest greetings to your proud parents. Thank you. So on behalf of SPTM Shirpur, so I am thankful to Dean sir and Director sir for their valuable messages and advice. So in line with the messages of Director sir and Dean sir, definitely we are fortunate to have the guidance of this able leadership, and under the leadership of the university and the able leadership of our campus. So we have with us today as a guest of honor, Sri Rahul Dande sir, who is Chief Accountant and Administrator. And we have with us Mrs. Resha Patel, so who is the Director of SOBUS Operations. So I am thankful, and definitely we are honored with your presence, sir. So my faculty colleagues and my dear students, so definitely we are fortunate that we are celebrating the World Pharmacist Day, and definitely we are determined, we are dedicated, and hope so our efforts will bring laurels to our institute. So in the last few weeks, so we have performed various activities at the school. Recently, we have undertaken the pharmacovigilance activity, so where we have took the students to the hospital. So they have witnessed various activities which are going on in the hospital. And definitely we are going to show you some of the activities, the photographs which we have done during last few weeks. And today also we took this plantation drive. So where we took the students to the medical garden, herbal garden. So where we undertook the plantation drive. And also there was elocution competition, which I definitely seen many participants there. And let me tell you one more activity which has been added to the recent activities of SPTM Mumbai as well as all the campuses. So the Best Pharmacy Student Award. So now onwards, every year there will be Best Pharmacy Student Award, and definitely the details will be given by the chairpersons, the committees which have done this activity. And today the best 2 students will be awarded, and definitely this activity will bring many more such good impression on all the budding pharmacists. So let me assure you, so the dedication, the hard work, the determination, what pharmacists need to do as a student, as a researcher, as a teacher. So definitely we have many milestones to achieve. So we have many things to participate. So definitely the dedicated work will bring laurels to our institute. So I need your commitment in achieving such successes. So I wish you all the best for this World Pharmacist Day. So thank you everyone for your active participation. So definitely today we have 2 online lectures, and we are fortunate to get these lectures. So we'll be talking on the theme of today's World Pharmacist Day theme, Angadan Mahadan. So let us, without going further on this task, so I am very eager to listen to these guest lectures as well. So on behalf of SPTM Shirpur and my administrative team, university authorities, and my faculty colleagues, so I'm thankful to everyone. Thank you.
I request all the dignitaries to have the seat on the first row, and I request Chintan and Prithvi to please escort them. Thank you so much. Thank you, ma'am.
I now request Harshit Mishra to kindly play the glimpses with the help of photographs that we have got for National Pharmacovigilance Day, as well as the World Pharmacist Day that we have been celebrating since morning.
Local district. Okay, we will be
We'll be showing the glimpses as well as the photos in a short while.
Now, I would like to call upon our esteemed faculty, Dr. Payal Dande ma'am, to carry on to the stage and call our esteemed guest. Thank you.
Thank you, Varsha. Dear distinguished guest of honor, Dr. Neelam Gada, Dr. Sanjay Pathare, Ms. Resha Patel, and Mr. Rahul Dande, fellow pharmacists, faculty members, staff members, and my dear students. Wishing you all a very happy World Pharmacist Day. As you all know, we have gathered today to recognize and celebrate the critical role of a pharmacist in strengthening healthcare system. It serves as a reminder we have gathered for a very valuable services that a pharmacist is providing not only to individuals but the community across the globe. In a world where every heartbeat matters, there is a profound opportunity for all of us to make a life-altering difference in the process of organ donation. After all, it's a lifeline for those patients who are hopeful to live a second life with the organ transplant. This is the reason why our Pharmacy Council of India has emphasized on the noble drive of organ donation by extending the theme of World Pharmacist Day, which was just strengthening the healthcare system. They have added Angadan Mahadan, and we all would definitely agree to them that organ donation could be the best gift for a life to have a second life. Organ donation is a noble act that has the power to save and transform lives, and we believe that increasing awareness about the organ donation is very essential to make a positive impact in the society. Today, I have the privilege of introducing a remarkable individual who is making a difference in the world of organ donation. I would request Mr. Jaykumar to kindly come to the second slide and let us introduce our first guest speaker, Dr. Neelam Gada. Dr. Jaykumar, Jaykumar, please play the second slide where we are introducing Dr. Neelam Gada.
Yeah, sure.
Yes, please. In the same PowerPoint, second slide.
Yeah.
Dr. Neelam Gada is a renowned dental surgeon and an implantologist with a vast experience of 14 years. She is working as an active coordinator also for organ transplantation. She keeps inspiring the youth and people around by conducting motivational talks and resolving their queries on organ transplantation at various schools, colleges, and various community events. Jaikumar, let us have the same slide, World Pharmacist Day, and you can come to the second page of the same. Yeah, come to the second page, please. The second slide.
Yeah, sure.
Apart from this, she has completed a bachelor degree on global tobacco control from the Johns Hopkins University and also works as a tobacco de-addiction specialist. She has been recipient of several awards. She has been an organizer for teleconsultation program during COVID pandemic, and it was awarded by Honorable Governor of Maharashtra in the Shri Bhagat Singh Koshyalji Award. She is also a president of Rotary Club for Addiction Prevention since 22 till now. So she's also a certified transplant coordinator at Sonal Transportation Coordination Center for Mumbai Zone. She is a president of Programming a Health-Based Channel, which is also called 24/7 Wellness. Without further ado, please join me in welcoming Dr. Neelam Gada. Over to you, Doctor.
Thank you so very much, Dr. Payal. Thank you for such a warm welcome and for this opportunity. It is my honor to inspire you all with the knowledge and facts of organ donation. May I share my screen? So as we all enjoy the Ganpati festival, I wish that the Almighty blesses all of us with good luck, fortune, and above all, the wisdom to do the right thing at the right time and remove negativity from around us. But we also celebrate the Ganesha, the Lord Ganesha, the first case of transplant from our rich Indian history. So before I go on to the details of organ donation, I would like to ask if anybody in the audience has heard, read, or known anything about organ donation, any real life experience among family, friends, neighbors, relatives, etc. If anybody wants to share any experience.
I would request audience to please share their experience, if any. Anyone from the audience? So, madam, I would like to share one of the experience where I saw that some of my family friends had got liver transplanted, and it was taken up from one of the family members.
Right, right. So yeah, there are donations that happen as from a living donor and from a dead person as well. So from the audience, if I were to tell you that if anybody is ready to donate their one kidney or a part of the liver, say for some amount like 50 lakhs, is there anybody who would be willing to go for this? It's a yes or no question. Come on.
Am I audible? Am I audible?
Yes.
Yeah. So
if not 50 lakhs, maybe 1 CR. Yes, please go ahead.
It's not about the money, but it's about because we all are qualified and understand the healthcare issues. So we understand what is the importance of donating organ. And then if somebody is donating even some part of liver, we know that it can regenerate completely. So it's not about money, but it's about giving a life to someone. So we don't consider it based on the amount being paid, but it's the life which is being raised, which is being saved.
Right, exactly. So we actually completely agree with you, sir, that we all value our organs a lot, whether they are with us or whether we are going to donate it. I'm not here to give up your organs right away, but at least to make my point for sure that organs are indeed very valuable and precious. So, just the way everybody leaves a will for distributing their precious assets, like be it property or gold or FDs, etc., don't you think we should also be distributing our precious organs once we have left this earth? So the $1,000,000 question here is that, is there life after death? Anybody from the audience who would like to share their belief or faith about what do they think? Is there life after death? Anybody? This can be just your belief, not the truth.
Yes.
Yes, please.
Yeah. Because we believe in reincarnation. So there will be another birth after the death.
Exactly. So, in my opinion as well, I believe that yes, there is life after death. Death is only a closure for the physical body, but it is the soul that continues to live from the cycle of birth and rebirth. As we all know that after death, it is only the soul that transcends from earth to either heaven or hell or into any other form of life anywhere in the universe in this perpetual cycle of birth and rebirth. All our karmas are associated with the spiritual soul and not the physical body. So, what exactly happens to the physical body or the organs or the eyes or the skin? What we actually do is we either burn them or bury them or leave it to be fed by the birds. In either of these ways, the body decomposes or degrades or gets converted into ashes in just a matter of few hours. But in exactly this few hours, if we were to do these precious organs, which we value so much and do not deserve to be converted into ashes, we can actually go into somebody else's body and give them the gift of life. It is not only that one person would be benefited, but the entire family who is throbbing between life and death scenario will be able to revive their life back. So, actually speaking, the heavens don't need your organs. There is no point taking them there, and instead, it would be good enough to be donated here to someone who is so very much in need of these organs. So, what is exactly organ donation? When a person allows removal of their organ to be transplanted to any other person, while the donor be alive or dead, however, it has to be through a legal procedure and with full consent. The consent, when it is for a live donor, has to be from the donor himself. And when the donor is dead, it has to be from the family member. So this is organ donation, where we harvest the organs from a live or a recently dead person, and we transplant them, these healthy organs, into anybody who is suffering from an end stage organ failure. So who can donate? Any person with any age, any religion. Some people actually automatically rule themselves out as a donor, thinking that, oh, I'm old and who want my organs? But that's not true. Even a person who is of the age 80 can donate. Also, all religions for that matter actually support organ donation, whether you believe in Bible or Quran or Bhagavad Gita. All believe in faiths like charity, donation, kindness, humanity, and they all see organ donation as an act of love and helping your fellow human beings. So, donation can be from a healthy, alive person or from a recently dead person. So, donations which can be done alive. There is a restriction on the type of organs that can be donated. The most common donation that we see when the person is alive, the donor is alive, is a kidney. So God has been very generous when He gave us kidneys. Ideally speaking, just one kidney is more than enough for us to sustain. Anybody can be alive easily on just one kidney, and hence the other kidney can be donated if you are having a healthy, if you are having healthy kidneys. Similarly, liver has got the magical vows from God that liver is the only organ in the body that can regenerate itself, which means if a part of liver is removed, say around 1/4 of the liver, then it will regenerate. Even in the donor's body, from where 1/4 of the liver has been harvested and is transplanted into the recipient, both of them will be able to regenerate liver in a matter of 3 to 4 months. Similarly, part of a lung, part of pancreas, part of intestine and uterus can be donated while the donor is alive. And tissues like blood and blood cells, blood donation, very commonly seen. Bone marrow, skin and hair are donated. These are donations that can be made alive. Who can donate when alive? The age group has been restricted from 18 to 60 years. Who cannot donate are those with comorbidities like diabetes, blood pressure, cancer patients, systemic infections, and kidney ailments. However, donation by live donors goes through a very crucial legal procedure where donation from live person is accepted only from person who is in blood relation to the recipient or has a very strong emotional bond. The legal aspects that the organ donation should be done only out of love and affection, and there has to be no monetary transactions. Usually, when I mean strong emotional bond, it can be a best friend, but however, the friendship needs to be proved either on the basis of photographs. The selfies that you take can be helpful to prove that you have been a long-term friend. Photographs from birthday parties, weddings, etc., and you have to prove that the friendship has been a long one. So it's a very crucial 3-month procedure to prove all this, and only then donation from live person is accepted. However, donations that everybody can do upon death, death are of 2 types: cardiac death and brain death. 90% of us will actually undergo cardiac death. Cardiac death is something which is also called as natural death and usually happens either due to aging or malfunction of one organ system, which consequently leads to stopping the heartbeat and then death. So due to any illness, when the heart stops beating, it causes cessation of blood and oxygen flow to all the organs, which accumulates into expiry of the person. So 90% of us will be dying because of cardiac death. Now, after cardiac death, no organs can be donated. Reason cardiac death happens, blood flow and the oxygen flow to all organs is stopped, and hence these organs are no longer healthy to be harvested. So only tissues can be donated. Tissues like eyes, skin. Very commonly nowadays, there is enough awareness for eye donation. Skin donation has become popular in few cities where there is a skin bank. And heart valves are usually used for children for valve replacement surgeries. Bones, tendons, ligaments, cartilages, etc. are used for reconstructive surgeries. If not organs or tissues, the entire whole body can be donated for study and clinical research purposes, study at medical colleges and clinical research purposes to come up with cures for different kind of illnesses. However, the donation should be within 4 to 6 hours of death. So this is cardiac death, where I said that 90% of us can actually donate all of this mentioned. However, I will take slightly more detail on eye and skin donation. Eye donation again can be done by at any age group. Even if you are having spectacles the patient has had, or the person has had cataract surgeries, LASIK operations, or the patient has been diabetic, asthmatic, or someone with high blood pressure can still donate his or her eyes. Ideally, from one person, vision of at least 2 people can be restored, because cornea from one eye goes to one person and the cornea from the other eye goes to the other person. Nowadays, there has been so much of advancement that sometimes, they also extract the retina, they also divide the cornea, and from one individual, we can bring in the vision of at least 8 people. So never rule out anybody who has died to donate eyes. It can be done at any age with any amount of illnesses that the person has been through. Very simple things. When the death certificate is ready, call the eye bank immediately, because retrieval has to happen as far as possible within 4 hours. The eyes should not get dried, and hence the fan is supposed to be kept off. AC should be on. 2 pillows should be kept below the head, and eyes should be closed or covered with wet cotton. It takes only 15 minutes to retrieve the eyes. Only the cornea is removed and the colored layer. There is absolutely no deformation of the face. So it is very important that in that moment of grief, there has to be someone who has this presence of mind, so as to call the eye bank immediately. You can just look up on Google which is the nearest eye bank, and you can call them and they will send a technician to retrieve the eyes. Similarly, skin donation has now gained popularity. Skin donation, the skin obtained from donation is usually used for burns, trauma, acid attack victims, accidents, skin infection, and diabetes. Around 70 lakh people in India suffer from burn injuries, out of which 80% are women and children. Burns, if you have ever seen a patient, it is a very painful condition. There is mental, emotional, and physical injury that takes a very long time to heal. It is a very painful condition. Skin grafts help in healing faster and the pain is less. So this is about skin donation. Again, who can and who cannot donate? Anybody over 18 years, any age, gender, religion, no matching is required. Only those with skin cancer, skin infection, HIV, and hepatitis cannot donate. So as I mentioned, after cardiac death, almost 90% of us will be undergoing cardiac death, and we all can donate eyes and skin. Here is a fact that if in India, there are almost 1.8 million people who are blind. If every person who dies would donate his or her eyes, then in a matter of 15 to 20 days, we can eradicate blindness in India. And blindness might, anybody would be able to realize the darkness of blindness only if you would blindfold yourself for say 6 hours or 12 hours, and you would realize how important the vision is. Coming back to skin donation, this is a device called as dermatome, through which the skin is retrieved only from the back or a thin layer from the thighs, after which it is processed in, and a meshwork like this is made, which is then used for patients. This natural, which then acts like a natural dressing or a biological bandage, which then helps in healing faster, and the pain is reduced to a very bigger extent. So any kind of skin, even if it is a wrinkled skin, if it is a dark skin, doesn't matter. Ultimately, they make a mesh work out of the skin donation, which helps in healing. Coming to the most important aspect, which is the brain death, because donation from brain dead people can help to save at least 8 lives, because there are 6 different organs that can go in 8 different people. Brain dead people are usually found in circumstances of head injury, that is usually road traffic accidents, brain stroke, clotting in the brain, brain hemorrhage, brain tumor and with no metastasis. Sorry. So the most important feature of brain death is there is no breathing, pain, movement, swallowing, and no temperature control. When I say no breathing, with loss of breathing, the patient is ideally dead. It is only because of ventilator that the patient has been kept alive only to buy a window period. Only to buy a window period. The aspect is that when the patient is brain dead, this orange portion has completely lost functioning, and this part of the brain is involved with controlling the breathing. Once the capacity to breathe is lost, this patient is ideally dead, and hence the breathing is assisted with the help of ventilator. And hence, as I mentioned, only 7 to 10% of them undergo brain death. The patient is kept on necessary oxygen for all the organs. Remember that brain death is not coma. Coma is actually only a state of deep unconsciousness where the brain, all the parts of the brain continue to function. The person is breathing on his own and is not on ventilator. Coma is a reversible state, whereas brain stem death or brain death is not reversible. The patient is already dead. It is only that few parts of the brain are still functioning, which is helping the heart to beat. But the breathing capacity is on by means of a machine that is on ventilator. And hence, when a brain dead person can live 8 lives, improve life of around 50 people. This is because from one donor who is brain dead, we can harvest one heart, 2 lungs. The 2 lungs go to 2 different people when donated. 1 liver, 1 pancreas, 2 kidneys again, where both the kidneys go to 2 different people, and intestines. The same donor can also save or improve the lives of 50 people by donating tissues like eyes, skin, heart valves, voice box, bones, tendons, ligaments, cartilage, nerves, arteries, veins, middle ear bones, hair, face, and hands. The latest in advancement has been face and hands, where the entire hand has been transplanted from one person to the other. So these all different tissues go to different people, and it helps them to improve their lifestyle. So in some cases, the hand movement is improvised, or the hand which has been non-functional can be used, etc. So these are 6 organs which go to 8 different people, and so many tissues that go to almost 50 different people in order to restore their life. But why should we donate organs? Every hour, by the time we finish this session, there will be at least 4 to 8 people who register themselves because they have reached an end organ stage failure into the waiting list, waiting for an organ. Only when somebody would donate their organs that they would have their hope of life. And 17 people actually lose their fight every day and die just because they did not receive an organ that they were waiting for. And hence the demand is high, but the supply is less. The legalization of this noble cause called organ donation was regulated in 1994 under the Act of Transplantation of Human Organ Act. This was to curb commercialization and professional donation and to promote organ donation after brain death. Every transplant that happens in our country is controlled by the government at the central level. There is a registry, there is a waiting list, which is controlled by the central government. There is only one national registry across the entire country. Every donation, whether it is through a live donor or whether it has been through a cadaver donor, all of them is recorded and under the control of central government. Although there are centers in every region and every state that help to manage and control the transplant procedure. And hence the organization of organ donation goes from national level. It is called the National Organ and Tissue Transplant Organization, where the head office New Delhi. For the West region, which covers states like Maharashtra, Gujarat, Goa, Daman, Diu, Madhya Pradesh, and Chhattisgarh, are under ROTO, which is the regional organization, the head of which is KM Hospital, Mumbai. At the state level, for Maharashtra state, the offices are at Mumbai, Pune, Nagpur, and Aurangabad. For zonal level, ZTCC, which is Zonal Transplant Coordination Center for Mumbai, is Sion Hospital. However, as I mentioned, all the transplantations, whether it is from cardiac death or from brain death, all is maintained by a single registry, which is under the control of NOTO, which is the national organization. Just to give you a brief, actually, what happens when there is a brain dead person, you know, these kind of that often come across. 4 kidneys available, 2 people are dead, this is the name of the hospital, then few contact numbers are given. This is not how organs are harvested or donated or transplanted. Remember that a brain dead person will always be on a ventilator. But also remember the fact that every person who is on ventilator is not a brain dead person. Ventilators can be used to assist breathing of patients who have lung diseases or lung issues as well. But a brain dead person, because he has lost the capacity to breathe, is always in a hospital, is always on a ventilator. When the patient has been diagnosed as brain death, there is a referral. There are at least 4 doctors who are called upon to declare him as brain death at an interval of every 6 hours. After which, once he has been declared as brain dead, the family is made aware about it. Remember, the rule in India is whether you pledge your organs or not, whether you wish to donate your organs or not, it is the family consent which is the most important thing. After the patient's death, the family's decision will play the most crucial role. And hence there is a family discussion whether they want to donate the organs or not. If they give a heads up, there is medical evaluation wherein the condition of the patient is evaluated, and once that is evaluated, there is a matching. Now this matching happens across the national registry, which has been maintained by NOTO, wherein there is a matching which organ will go where. I will discuss about this in detail in the next slide. But once the matching is done, once the recipients, which can be anywhere across the country, once they have been informed, they have been called to the hospital that they are going to receive an organ that has been matched correctly. When the recipients are on the operation table to receive the organs, only then the surgical recovery or harvesting of the organs is done from the donor who is brain dead. Once the organs have been recovered, there is a preservation and transportation. For transportation, the police plays a very important role where they create something which is called a green corridor in order to transport the organs as soon as possible. The transportation time is also very crucial because most of the organs have to be transplanted within 4 hours. Because the blood supply has been disconnected, it is very important that the transplantation procedure into the recipient happens within 4 to 6 hours. And hence, immediate transportation, which happens either by helicopter or a jet plane or sometimes by road, is done with an extreme high speed. Once the organs reach the hospital where the recipient is already waiting, the team of doctors is already waiting to transplant it into the recipient's body. That is when the transplantation procedure is over. So organs, how they are matched? Matched on the basis of blood type, obviously, body size. The heart of an adult cannot go
Hello, Dr. Neelam.
Yes, so sorry, I disconnected.
It's okay. Please
It
continue.
has to match severity of patient's medical condition. Somebody who is in the extreme end stage will receive the organs given a priority over somebody who still has some time. Sometimes the patient's waiting time, some people are waiting for organs since 2 years, 3 years, 4 years. A person with a waiting time of 4 years will be given a priority of somebody who has registered himself in the national registry only 6 months before. Distance between the recipient and donor plays an important role. As I mentioned, that the organs have to be transplanted within 4 to 6 hours. So suppose if somebody has been brain dead in Mumbai, and there are two matching recipients. One is in Shirpur and the other is in Kashmir. So somebody who is in Shirpur will be given preference because the distance between recipient and donor is less than over giving somebody who is in Kashmir. Recipient availability sometimes plays a very funny role, I would say. Somebody who is waiting for an organ has been the most appropriate match, but still, because these individuals who are in end stage organ failure often go through a variety of diseases. Sometimes they have fever, they are ill. In those cases, they are not in a state to receive the organ at that moment of time, and hence recipient availability is considered. And important, not these organs are not matched on the basis of any caste, religion, income, or financial status, celebrity or VIP status, and donor family cannot choose recipient. The matching of organs is strictly done according to the national registry, where an algorithm runs automatically depending upon these factors which are used to match the organs. So just to give you a brief about organ donation systems in the world, in India, we have an opt-in system, which means that in case if you want to donate an organ, you have to pledge yourself for the organ donation. And above that, whether you pledge your organs or not, above all, it is the family's decision upon your death that will play an important role. Even if you have filled a form today, but upon the death of the patient, if the family says no, we do not want to donate, then the organs are not harvested. And hence this system is called as an opt-in system. Either you and or your family has to opt in to go for organ donation. There is something called a soft opt-out system, which means in few countries, in case if you don't want to donate your organs, you have to fill a form. Otherwise, by default, the entire population at a certain age, like 21 or 24, everybody is considered that they will donate their organs. Only if you don't want to donate, you have to fill a form. What you mean by soft opt-out is that sometimes when the family of the donor says no, then that is given a consideration. However, in countries like Singapore, where there is hard opt-out system, automatically included that they will be donating their organs, and the family has absolutely no say. In countries like New Zealand, when obtaining a driver's license, there is the form itself has a question whether you want to be an organ donor or not. In country like Israel, if you don't give, you don't get, which means if you deny for organ donation in future, if at all by any, unfortunately, if you come across the need for any organ, then you are not given. In country like Iran and few other countries, organ trade is legal. So pledging and donating for us, the pledging can be done online, where there are links by the National Organ Transplantation Organization and by the state organization. You can simply fill a form. Once you fill the form, you can download your card and you can take a print and keep it with yourself. Just a moment. But as I mentioned, whether you pledge or not, it is more important to discuss among your family members, whether you or your parents or your grandparents, what is their wish. Because when death happens, there is a state of grief. It is not possible to ask or understand or take a decision
as to what to do in that moment, in that delicate moment, whether we should donate his or her organs or not. It becomes a state of confusion. However, if the same thing has been discussed in a healthy scenario, then you will be aware as to what was the wish of the person, wish of parents, of your grandparents. If at all there has been a message from them, he or she would want to donate, there is complete clarity of what needs to be done. So there is a toll-free helpline across the country which can help you. Also, when death occurs, call the nearest eye bank. You can just Google the nearest eye bank wherever there is the residence of the person who is dead. It's skin donation. I am only aware about few cities. In Mumbai, there are 3 skin banks and they can be called upon to send a technician. There are skin banks in Pune, Nagpur, Dhule, I guess, in Maharashtra. And the entire whole body organ donation can also be done by calling the nearest government hospital. If death occurs in hospital, then you just need to inform the hospital about your wish to donate, whether it can be only skin or only eyes, or in case if for brain death, it is not necessary to donate all 8 organs. Some of the families, they express their will to only donate the heart or only donate 5 organs. So all those consents are highly considered and is done accordingly. I will share the link of these sites where you can register for yourself or your family member and get the donor. So the take is that donation is a family decision. Pledging will not be mandatory, but it makes it easier for loved ones to follow through with your wishes. What is more important is to discuss your decision with the family about your and their will to donate, because it will be the consent of the family that will matter the most. And even if somebody has not pledged or not expressed, you can still donate their tissues and or organs. What is more important is the presence of mind when such a thing happens in your family or otherwise. Thank you so much. If there are any questions, I would be happy to take them.
Thank you, Dr. Neelam. A quick question or query? I would get back to you, ma'am, for all the queries that would come to us. We are running late today for the program, so I'll be bringing up all the queries to you via email. Thank you so much. Please be with us while we are moving on to the next guest speaker.
Sure, definitely. Thank you.
Thank you for explaining so well the difference between the organ and tissue donation. Also letting us know about the difference in the opt-out and opt-in methods. I think just one S from all of us is going to make a huge difference throughout. I would just like to know how many of us after this session are willing to go for organ donation. Please raise hand. Okay, I can see many hands being raised. Thank you, Dr. Neelam. Your presentation has worked a lot. Moving further, I take the opportunity of introducing our next eminent speaker, Dr. Sanjay Pathare. He is currently working as a Director of Operations. I would request Jay Kumar to please come to slide number 5. Thank you. Make it a slideshow. Yeah. So he's currently working as a Director of Operations and Business Development at Dr. D.Y. Patil Hospital, Pimpri, Pune. He has completed his graduation from Government Medical College. He has also completed his MBA and MPhil from Birla Institute of Technology, Pilani. He has carried the Hospital Executive Management Program at the University of Virginia, United States. He is working as a healthcare management professional since last 21 years and managing various portfolios like operations, quality systems, including accreditations like NABH and JCI, like we have NBA and NAC, medical strategy, business development, and growth. So these are the major portfolios that he has entitled with in last 21 years. The most important coming in over here, he's the management member for the Zonal Transplant Coordination Committee in Pune Zone. He has also authored a book on myths and facts about organ donation, and that's what he's going to talk today with us about the misconception of organ donation. He's a founder and CEO of Smart Health Solution, a member of advisory board MIT World Peace University Pune, member academic and industry advisory board DY Patil University, medical advisor Abhaya Global Information Technology Mumbai, a recipient of many prestigious awards like Human Rights Justice, Federation Peace Award, Club Samaj Mitra Award, Mahatma Phule State Level Award, and also for the outstanding medical services. He's trained as a medico-legal consultant and is certified in Lean and Six Sigma. Many of you who are doing management will very soon know about the Lean management and the Six Sigma, importance of both the important tools, Black Belt consultant and CPHQ trained for healthcare quality as well. He's having excellence in designing systems, processes, and audit management. He has an extensive experience in managing large volume business and optimizing overall cost, which is very important in the hospital management. He is a specialist in establishing and setting up new clinical programs and project management, a certified career counselor at Dhya Career Academy, co-founder and managing director, Anand Gram Foundation, dedicated to social services, education, and environment sector. So without further delay, I would request and welcome our warm and enthusiastic Dr. Sanjay Pathare. We are eager to hear you. Over to you, sir.
Good evening. Thank you so much for that introduction. Can you please allow me to share my screen?
Jai Kumar, please allow sir to share the screen.
Yeah, yes, ma'am. Already allowed.
Sir, it's allowed now. You can please share the screen.
तो IT वाले बोलो there's some
Dr. Sanjay? Dr. Sanjay, am I audible to you? Hello, Dr. Sanjay, am I audible to you?
Hello. Hello.
Yes, sir.
I'm facing some technical glitch, not able to share my screen. My IT person is helping me out. Just give me a sec.
Okay, sir.
Is there anything from your side because not able to see the option itself? Can you tell your IT person, man, to help me out?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'll be doing the same. Jai Kumar,
Because
can you
here
just check?
my IT person is right here, but he's not able to.
Yes, sir. Just give us a minute. Jai Kumar,
I'm sure.
are we able to allow them to share the screen?
Yeah, yes. Hello, hello sir.
Yeah.
सर जस्ट आप शेयर स्क्रीन पर क्लिक कीजिए ना.
Yes, किया.
Just choose first option, screen.
I can see three things: Chrome tab, window, and entire screen. ऐसा दिख रहा है तीन.
Entire screen share कीजिए सर.
हाँ किया.
PPT ओपन कीजिए सर आपका.
PPT is open. ओपन है.
एक्चुअली सर आपका स्क्रीन शेयर ही नहीं हो रहा है.
वही तो बोल रहा हूँ ना, some issue.
So I think the issue is not from our side because we are able to see.
You are able to see or no?
No, not you and not your slides till now.
Oh. Anyway, now I don't know.
Sir, you can keep the
One
message.
minute. It's coming. One minute.
Okay.
Can you see now?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, yes, sir.
We are
Great.
able to see.
That's great. I'm extremely sorry.
It's okay, sir. No problem.
Okay. So at the outset, already we are running late, so I will not take much of your time. So at the outset, I would like to extend my warm wishes on this day of Pharmacist Day, right? And probably this year's theme is strengthening the healthcare system by pharmacists. So I would like to thank the pharmacist community because they are one of the most important stakeholder in the care delivery system. And today afternoon only we had a good function in our hospital and we felicitated the outstanding performances of our pharmacists. So with this, let us start today's discussion. I believe the previous speaker must have covered many points. I'm not sure about it, but it's a huge topic and it takes almost an hour. So I need to cover it in 30 minutes or 20 minutes. I don't know. So let us start from the history little bit. Maharshi Dadichi is considered as the first organ donor as he has donated his bones to form a weapon who help gods to help the demons and to kill a demon called some asur. I forgot the name, some Vaktasur or Raktasur something. So this is just a mythological story. And so what is organ donation, that I will not go into the detail. What's the problem? Probably this has also been covered in the previous presentation. So it is estimated that approximately 5 lakh people are dying due to the non-availability of organs. I will not go into the detail due to paucity of time. But what are the important reasons why the organ donation rate is so low in our country? So these are something important thing and we'll discuss in a couple of minutes. The professional ignorance, in my experience, the many doctors and the medical fraternity itself, they are ignorant about the process of organ donation and the transplantation. This is also one major obstacle in developing the organ donation program. People are afraid of discussing the donation. There are a lot of religious myths around the organ donation. Few religions, people believe that the religion does not allow to donate the organs. Apathy to the cause, don't know what to do. Means even if somebody want to donate the organ, they are sometimes very blank. What is the next step? Whom should we talk? And how much it will the entire time will be required for the donation process. Scared of the bad reputation. This is also one reason. Fear of litigation because of the media. There are a lot of reports coming in the media regarding the organ trafficking and the different scams happening about the organ donation. Lack of infrastructure. Not all hospitals at all places are well equipped with the technology and the Hello. Can you hear me?
Yeah, yes, sir. It's audible.
Yeah. So these are the major reasons why the organ donation rate is low in our country. Now coming to the national picture of the organ donation, if you see this map of our country, you will be amazed to see that not even half of the country is having an active organ donation program. Only the 6-7 states in the country are involved in the active donation program, including our own state and the few uh, South Indian states. But rest of the country is even not having any organ donation program till now. So if you see the last year 2022 data, hardly 904 organ donations happen in our country. So if you see the rough estimate, there are 5 lakh accidents happening in our country every year. Out of that, almost 1.5 lakh people die due to the fatal injuries, especially the head injury. Out of that, almost 70 to 80% die due to the brain death. So that number comes to around 90,000. So out of 90,000, we are not even getting 1,000 organ donors. So this is the very glaring kind of discrimination about the organ donation numbers. So this again, I will not go into the. So body donation versus organ donation, this must have been discussed in the previous presentation. Types of organ donation, I will not repeat it. Who can donate organs? Yes, living person can donate organs. Only to the near relatives like spouse, father, mother, son, daughter, brother, and sister. He can also donate to an unrelated living person out of love and affection. But again, see, love and affection need to be proved as per the law. And authorization committee, we all interview the donor family, the donor, and we need to ensure that there is no commercials involved in the organ donation. Then only a living person can donate. So who can donate organs? Brain death donor, and I will not go into that again. This must have been discussed. Who can pledge for organ donation donors? Any person above the age of 18 can pledge his organs as per Human Organ Transplant Act. But for transplantation, or for that matter, for organ donation, age is not a bar. Say 18 years is for organ donation pledge, not for the actual organ donation consent. So if you see the one news here in our own hospital, last month only a 14-year-old brain dead boy saved 7 lives with his organs. The 14-year-old boy, obviously his parents give the permission, and we saved almost 7 lives in our hospital. So this is actually the today's topics, myths and facts about the organ donation. See, a very popular myth what we hear from the general people or the general community, that if I have done a pledge, then the emergency room doctor is not going to save my life. In an emergency room, if you know that somebody is an organ donor and that person is presented to the ER department with some kind of critical head injury or so, they will not try to save your life. This is a very popular myth. But what is the fact? See, if you are sick or injured and admitted to the hospital, the number one priority is to save your life. Organ donation can only be considered if you become brain dead and after your family has been consulted. So the myth is absolutely a misconception. There is nothing like that. If somebody is coming to the emergency department, the first and the foremost duty of doctor is to save his or her life. The second myth is how doctors will make sure that I am brain dead before taking my organs. And also, is there any chance of survival of a brain dead individuals? So this is very important. What is basically the fact about these myths? A team of doctors called as a brain death committee, again formed by the government, determines brain death not by guesswork but by a careful series of tests. See, brain death is irreversible brain injury. So nobody can come back or can live again after the brain death. So there is a difference between the brain death and the coma. Coma can be reversible, but brain death is not reversible. So what are the tests? There are different tests to certify the brain death, like this pupillary reaction, like corneal reflex, vestibulocular reflex, Doll's eye movements, caloric test, gag reflex, motor response. But the most important test is a apnea test, and this is done twice with a span of 6 hours. Even after doing all those tests, if somebody is in doubt and not convinced, then some confirmatory tests are done, like cerebral angiography. You can see there is no intracranial flow in a cerebral angiography. So this is the confirmatory test. One more test is a electroencephalogram. Like electrocardiogram, there is a electroencephalogram which shows a complete silence. So there is no brain activity. And this is again one more confirmatory test to certify that the patient is brain dead. So what are the preconditions to assess the brain death? See, no, only second day or third day cannot be assessed. No patient can be assessed for the brain death. So patient must be comatose and on ventilator for a reasonable time. Means at least 4 days, 5 days, all attempts must have been done to save his or her life. Cause of coma must be firmly established and must be structural brain damage. So a person without a cause of death or without a cause of brain damage cannot be assessed for the brain death. Patient must be on ventilator long enough to ascertain that the brain damage is irreversible. There are certain exclusions also, like drug intoxication, neuromuscular blocking agents, certain metabolic and endocrine disturbances, etc. So what is the next myth? Does it matter how old I am? मैं कितना साल का हूँ इसके ऊपर donation depend करता है क्या? What if I am a smoker or have a chronic disease? My health is not very good. Still, can I donate my organs? These are very popular questions everybody has in their minds. So what is the fact? See, solid organs are generally transplanted from donors up to age of 75. But again, this is not a kind of cutting age. 75 is not a cutting age. Anybody who is having a good health, having the good organs, healthy organs, can donate organs. Might be 80 years old also. Tissue like skin and cornea, the clear covering of the eye may be visible even if the donor is older. The cases are on record. Even 100 plus years, donor has donated his corneas. So before the organs are removed, the donor's medical history is studied. Things like smoking, kidney failure, diabetes, and active infections are seen. After organs considered likely to be transplantable are removed, and they are examined for signs of problems like tumors or damage from trauma. In short, if organs are healthy, then anybody can donate the organs. Age is not a bar. Your addictions is also not an absolute reason to deny the organs. What is the next myth? Organ donation is expensive for the donor family. Yes, see, organ transplantation is a very sophisticated surgery and it involves certain cost. But organ donation expenses are covered by the recipient's insurance. And contrary to the popular belief, the expenses related to organ donation are actually covered by the insurance of the recipient. So the donor's family doesn't incur any financial burden. So after brain death, by law, hospital has to bear the cost of maintenance and the retrieval of the organs. Next myth is I cannot specify which organs or tissues I'd like to donate. Again, very interesting. Few people want to donate only eyes. Few people want to donate only heart. Few people want to donate all the organs. So whether I have choice to pledge for a certain organs only. So this is the myth. So what is the fact? Yes, you can specify which organs and tissues you would like to donate, or if you change your mind about donation, you can even revoke your registration also. So you can definitely choose which organs you want to donate or the pledge for the donation. This is again very sensitive topic, as I told in my opening remark, that religious beliefs is one of the major deterrent or major challenge why the organ donation is low in our country. So people think my religion does not support organ, eye, and the tissue donation. So what is the fact? See, the researchers have done enough research into the different major religions, and they found that donation is supported by all major religions as a final act of generosity towards others. If you are unsure or have questions, please speak with your religious leader. So don't keep anything in mind. See, organ donation is absolutely a voluntary act. It is absolutely a transparent process. So there should not be any doubt, any myth, any misconception in the mind. If anybody has any doubt regarding the religion, then he or she can talk to the religious leaders. The next myth is celebrities and wealthy people on the waiting list receive priority for receiving an organ. Again, many people think that कि जो अमीर लोग रहते हैं, like political people, like the industrialists, they get the organ first. But no, this is not the case, because the national organ transplant waiting list is maintained by the NOTO, and the organ allocation happens only by the waiting list. Celebrity status and wealth are not considered at all. What is the next myth? There is a disfigurement after organ donation. Organ donor cannot have an open casket funeral. So what is the fact here? Funeral arrangements including an open casket will not be affected by the decision to donate. There is only a cut on the body which is sutured just like after any other surgery. The body is then handed over to the relatives for the last ritual. See, one need to understand what is organ donation. See, organ donation process happens through the organ retrieval, right? Taking out organs from somebody's body. So this is just another surgery. This happens in a normal or regular operation theater. So you must be knowing that the bypass surgery or the appendix surgeries or any other surgeries for that matter is done in a operation theater. So this surgery, removing organ, is also done in operation theater, and the body is sutured as if it's a normal surgery on a living person. So there is no kind of disfigurement after the organ donation. This is next myth. Having organ donor noted on your driver license or carrying a donor card is all you have to do to become a donor. This is very important. See, people think that yes, we are very motivated now, we want to pledge for the organ donation. Now, is it only enough to pledge for the organ donation? No, this is not the thing which is expected. What is required then? One need to talk with the relatives, one need to talk with the friends, one need to talk with the spouse regarding their will about the organ donation. Then only this is possible. Because when somebody is in a condition of brain death, obviously he will not able to express his will to the doctors, right? Only the relatives can tell that the patient want to donate the organ. So the pledge must be communicated to the family members. Now, just having the donor card is it's something which is not only required for the organ donation. Even if somebody is having the organ donor card, family consent is mandatory by law to take the organs of the brain death patient. So based on only organ donor card, based on only pledge, doctors cannot take out anybody's organs unless the family gives the consent. Very clear. In other words, the pledge is not mandatory for organ donation. In fact, many organs donations happening today, the patients or the donors don't have pledge for the organ donation. Relatives take this brave decision to donate their organs, the organs of their loved ones. But the having pledge shows that you are committed, you are willing to donate organs. If by chance you met an accident or you had some kind of brain hemorrhage and you land up in a brain death situation. So understand this. Process of organ donation, again, nothing major to explain. Obviously, once you identify the brain dead person, diagnosis is done, then reporting of potential donor to the doctors are done, discuss with the family regarding the consent. Obviously, before going for the organ retrieval, the donor is examined by the group of doctors to see the condition of the organs. If the organs are healthy, then only the communication is forwarded to the recipient doctors, to the transplant team. That's all from my side. There are other slides also, but not relevant to this topic. Thank you so much. If you have any doubt, I'm happy to answer.
Hello. Thank you, Dr. Sanjay Patare, for busting our misconceptions and clearing our doubts. I'm very sure now the students know about the organ and tissue donation, and they will be more willing to take up the pledge, which is in the form number 7, which has been extended by PCI, and will be forwarding it to the students. However, it does not decide the final organ donation. As rightly said, your family consent would be equally important. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Ahead, we would be coming back to queries, if any. We are running late for the program, so we would ask you to please be with us. We have now the education competition to be there for the World Pharmacist Day. I would request the organizing committee to come in and take up the dais.
Thank you so much, ma'am.
Thank you so much.
Now let's move forward with the exciting program that we have planned for the event. Elocution is an art that celebrates the power of words, the beauty of expression, and the ability to convey thoughts with eloquence. Today, we are here to witness the talents of our young and enthusiastic participants who have honed their public speaking skills to perfection.
Before we dive into the world of eloquent oratory, let's give a big round of applause to our talented participant who will grace the stage today. Each one of them has worked diligently to express their thoughts, ideas, and emotions through their speeches.
Our esteemed judges will evaluate the participants based on various criteria, including content, delivery, and overall impact.
Speaking of judges, let me introduce our distinguished panel of judges who bring a wealth of knowledge and experience to the contest. Please welcome Dr. G.L. Gupta sir, Dr. Payal Nande ma'am, and Dr. Shashikant Bagare sir. We are honored to have them with us today. To maintain fairness and decorum, we have some ground rules. The theme for today's elocution contest is Pharmacist Strengthening Health System, Angdan Mahadan. There are total 6 participants, out of which 3 will be awarded. Each participant will have 3 minutes to present their speech. We request the audience to kindly refrain from any disruptions during the performance. But that doesn't mean you can't get involved. Your applause and encouragement can be a source of motivation for our participants. So let's make some noise and show our support throughout the contest.
We have a fantastic lineup of speakers today, and they are all eager to share their insights and perspective. So let's welcome our first participant. Please put your hands together for Ms. Akshita Rana from 2nd year and from MBA.
Good afternoon, everyone. अंगदान जरूरतमंद के लिए वरदान. Let's share our life with others. Hello, everyone. My name is Akshita Rana from MPharm 2nd year. Today, I will be speaking about organ donation. Organ donation is a life-saving procedure by donating and transplanting organs to someone who needs it. Organ donation is a life-saving procedure for someone who is dealing with an organ failure. In 1954, a person in a city of USA named Ronaldo Lee Herring has transplanted his kidney to his brother, and after successful transplantation of a surgery, they lived healthy and a long life. But currently, there are now 5,000 people who are waiting for organs. So let's promote organ donation and give them a second chance to live a life. The procedure of organ donation vary whether the person is alive or dead. If a person is alive and they are healthy, which means they don't have any active disease, are eligible for organ donation. Organ donation after death is only eligible if a person is brain dead. Their families are asked for their consent, and then the transplantation surgery takes place. Now, the most challenging part in the transplantation surgery is to deal with the immune system of a human body. To solve this issue, scientists have developed an immunosuppressant drugs which suppresses the immune systems and help to make transplantation surgery successful. Now, organ donation is a selfless and the generous act, but there are some people who are involved in an illegal activities like organ trafficking. In 2022, Punjab police has arrested group of people who are involved in organ trafficking of over 1,100 people. Now, we have to promote organ donation, but simultaneously we have to be aware of such type of crimes. Personally talking about my case, then my father is dealing with a CKD disease, which has a high risk of renal failure. So on this platform, I take a pledge to be an organ donor to him, to give a second life to a person who has given me a life. With this note, I will leave you with a very beautiful note that leave a legacy, be an organ donor, and spread humanity. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Akshita. Now, I would like to welcome Ms. Megha Jha from first year MBA Pharma to the stage. Let's have a huge round of applause, guys.
Be a symbol of hope those who are waiting. Organ donation is not a tragedy, but it is the beautiful light in someone's life. I am Megha Jha from MPharm Pharmacology. Good evening, honorable judges and professors and my dear colleagues. I'm honored to stand before you today as a pharmacist on this special occasion of Pharmacist Day to share my few words on organ donation. Organ donation is a social act with honor, pride, and has the tendency to transform the life of someone who are suffering from the organ failure. Organ are the tissues that makes our body functions and when a particular organ fails, it needs to immediate replacement with the transplantation of organs with a new or healthy organs. As a pharmacist, I encourage each one of you to be an organ donor or becoming and registered as an organ donor. India's Ministry of Health and Family Welfare government websites provide you a legal forms to be an organ donor, those who are wishing or willing to donate an organ. Organ donation has gradually increased in last 20 years, especially in pediatric and the geriatric patients. Organ donations has came a long way with the innovations and advancement in the medical sciences with contribution of the healthcare professionals, pharmacists, pharmacologists, researchers, scientists, and there are many more. Various technologies are being introduced like xeno transplantation, UNET technology, kidney transplantation, heart transplantation, and many more. Recently, 2 days ago, the surgery of pig transplantation has been done by a surgeon at USA to save a dying man, to save a life of dying man by pig surgery, by pig heart transplantation. And as a pharmacist, I encourage to be an organ donor, and for the advancement of the after the transplantation, the dosage regimen of the heart transplanted or kidney transplanted has the complication dosage regimen to minimize those regimen and to maintain that rejections occurs generally after the organ transplantations. Pharmacists play a major role to combat this situation. As a pharmacist, I console with my deepest gratitude. Let us continue to contribute with the dedication, compassion to save life, save a life after life. Thank you. Thank you so much, Megha. Let's welcome our next contestant for today's competition, who is Mr. Shubham Kumar from first year MPharm MBA on the stage.
If you are born with the ability to change someone's life, please don't ever waste it. Hello everyone, respected judges and my friends. This is Shubham Kumar from M-Pharm first year pharmaceutics, and I am present over here to express my views on the topic organ donation. Long back, our scriptures used to say that to feed a hungry man is the most sacred thing you can do. But in the modern times, the things have changed. Today, we are suffering from many ailments that leads to dysfunctioning of our organs and eventually the person dies. In Hindu mythology, Maharshi Dadichi sacrificed his life for the humanity on the request of king of deities, Indradev. And that time he sacrificed his life to fight the evil forces of that time. There was one big billionaire in Brazil, Mr. Scarpa. So what he decided is very interesting. Just listen it. He decided to bury his one of the most costliest Bentley car to use in the next life. And when people came to know about this, they were like, are you crazy? Are you senseless? But he denied. And on the day of burial of his car, thousands of people gathered over there. And he was very keen. So one of his friends told him, why are you burying your car? It is around 500,000 US dollars. Why don't you simply do a charity by selling your car? And Mr. Scarpa said, yes, exactly. This is the point I want to make, that then why we are burying our costliest organs? Friends, if I tell you, could you see this beautiful world after death? Could you see the emotions and feel the emotions after death? Is it possible? Most of you will say that it is senseless. But yes, this is possible if we donate our organs. Sri Lanka has managed to eradicate the corneal blindness from their country, and the reason is that every single person is donating their eyes over there. Can we make it happen in India? The answer is yes. In India, around 8 million people are suffering from corneal blindness, and every day 0.8 million people die. So if we pledge to donate our organs after death, then we can eradicate the corneal blindness within 10 days from our country. Friends, the thing is, if I tell you about body donation and you come to know that you are going to have a knee surgery, and you come to know that the doctor who is performing the knee surgery on you is doing it for the first time, then what would be your reaction? You will say that I am okay with this pain, I can bear this, but I don't want to become the experimental tool of that doctor. Friends, in medical sciences, every medical student has to study the human anatomy for 2 years. And to study the human anatomy, they need a dead body. Medically, it is termed as cadaver. And the thing is, in India, due to lack of body donation, there is 4 to 6 people should be ideally working on a single cadaver, that is our dead body. But due to lack of body donation, there are 30 to 40 people working on a single dead body. That is ideally not right. If I talk about certain data, then Spain is the largest organ donor in the world, where 34.4% per million of the population are donating their organs. And when we talk about India, a population of 140 crore people, there are 0.05% per million of the population who are donating their organs. If the data even comes around 1% of the people who donate their organs, then the situation will be around 1100 people donating their organs per year. 500,000 of people die due to lack of the organ donation. Friends, there are types of donation, like voluntarily you can donate your organs, and by you can also sell your organs. In the first case, the family members come and they donate the organs of their loved ones. And in the second case, the thing is we sell our organs to the sellers. And there is a very sorry state of FIRs in our country, that most of the sellers are none other than mafias. And these mafias are no one but the doctors and the hospital authority. Whenever we need some consultation or anything, we go to a doctor, and it is our family doctor, we all know. But we, the pharmacists, can also play a very big role. We all have a family doctor, but how many of us have a family pharmacist? And this is the major issue
going on in this country. And today, on the occasion of World Pharmacist Day, we should pledge that we should always run a campaign on the favor of organ donation. These mafias bring the poor people to the hospitals on the pretext of giving them free treatment. And once these poor people come into the hospital, most of the organs from their body are being removed. It's so sad. Organ donation is a noble deed, my friends. It is a sacred act. Please don't spoil its name. Before I conclude my speech, I would like to say that give yourself and others who are in need an elixir of life by pledging your organs. It takes lives to save lives. If I die and if I am buried, I will rot. If I am burned, then I will turn into ashes. But if I donate my organs, if I donate my body to those who are in need, then I will live to give life and happiness to many. So live life after death. Thank you.
I really praise your confidence, Shubham. Thank you so much. Moving forward, the next participant for this contest is Mr. Nikhil Musale from first year MPharm MBA on the stage.
Good evening to everyone. Today, I have been given this opportunity to share my thoughts on the organ donation. So, I am Nikhil Musale from first year MPharm MBA. So, with the help of this platform, I would like to give my message to everyone that about organ donation and to make people aware about it. So what is organ donation? The organ donation and transplantation is the process of surgically removing and organs like kidney, liver, lungs and heart, and as well as tissues like bone marrow, then cartilages and corneal tissues. So how it started? The Ronald Lee Herrick was the first person who donated his organ. In 1954, the Ronald Lee Herrick has donated his kidney to his twin brother, and the doctor and the surgeon who performed this surgery is the Dr. Joseph Murrah in PB Hospital, Boston. The 13th August is celebrated as the World Organ Donation Day in order to spread awareness and myths about it, that how it helps to save millions of lives every year. The organs are most precious and life-saving gift to those who need it most. I would like to share some facts with you that the 120 people are daily added to this ever-growing list of patients who are waiting for the organ donors. And unfortunately, sad to inform you that 50% of these patients are doomed to die because of not getting organ donors on time in hospitals. So who can be a donor? The people or persons having above the age of 18 can be a donor, as well as children who are below the age of 18 can also be a donor from seeking their permission from their parents. What is the role of pharmacist in the organ donation? The pharmacists play a vital and major role in organ donation by providing medications and also by providing pre and post education of organ donation and providing a key tools to improve adherence. Concluding this speech, I would say that government efforts are not enough. So we as a society have to come forward to tackle this cause, and let's share our life with others after leaving this planet. Thank you for your kind attention and gesture. So please think about it. You have the chance to save the lives, because अंगदान से आएगी क्रांति, जरूरतमंद के घर लाएगी सुख और शांति. Thank you.
Thank you, Nikhil, for your words. Let's welcome our fifth participant for today's evening is Ms. Priyal Desai from third year B Pharmacy on the stage.
Dr. Singh, pharmacists are vital to an accessible and sustainable healthcare system. A very good evening to honorable judges and my dear friends. I, Priya Desai from B.Pharm third year, would like to express my views on pharmacist strengthening health system, Angdan Mahadan. Over the past few decades, the role of pharmacists has changed, moving from dispensing to more direct patient care. Pharmaceutical care aims to provide responsible and ethical drug therapy, thereby improving the treatment outcomes and patient satisfaction. And from among the major organs going on, one of them is Angdan Mahadan, in which pharmacists and doctors play a major role. Organ donation, a modern way to save lives. Medical science has developed to such a great extent that almost every organ can be substituted. But how to get these substitutes from? Here comes the importance of organ donation. It is a process that involves either willingly donating your organ for transplantation or by selling it. The Transplantation of Human Organs Act came into force on 3rd August 1944. But if we talk about statistics, then in India, the organs that are required annually are 2 lakh corneas, 2 lakh kidneys, 50,000 hearts, and 50,000 livers. However, the organs that are available to us annually are only 50,000 corneas, 1,684 kidneys, 339 hearts, and only 708 livers. India's ratio in organ donation is the lowest in the whole world. And if we talk about per million ratio, then India has only 0.86%, whereas that in US it is 31.96% and in Spain it is 46.9%. Friends, organ donation is the noble cause and most sacred act. Organ donation from one person can save the lives of 8 other patients. Thus, everyone should be encouraged to donate their organs. Before I conclude my words, I would like to share a quote by the famous author, "Give yourself and person in need an elixir of life by pledging your organs." Thank you.
Thank you so much, Priya. Last but not the least, we would like to welcome our 6th participant of this elocution contest. Please put your hands together and welcome Mr. Gopal Rajput from 4th year B.Pharm to the stage.
A very good evening to all the judges and all my friends. As you know, I think you guys are aware now that the story of Maharishi Dadachi and the story of Mr. Scarpa from Brazil. So no need to repeat that. Let's start with the earlier things. When rishis from India were used to take on jal samadhis only for the sake of marine life. They used to donate their whole body to the marine animals such as fishes and all the marine animals. Let's talk about the global scenario. In Israel and Sri Lanka, there is a compulsion of donating organs to each and everyone. But while in India, there's no such procedure. There's only one procedure. If you have filled your driving license form with your own, then there's an option that whether you want to donate your organs or not. If simply by clicking the yes button, you can donate. This is a simple procedure in India. Thereafter, the step-by-step procedure, I think the speakers have told you. Thereafter, in India, only 0.05% people per million per year donate organs. This is quite less compared to the Western countries like Spain and US. It is very less because there are many reasons that lack of awareness and this lack of awareness, we as a pharmacist have the role to make people aware that donating organ is a very holy thing. Another reason is that religious beliefs of some peoples. Peoples believe that if they donate the organ after the in Hindu, the people cremate the dead body of their loved ones. They believe that if you donate the blood, then their soul will not get salvation. But ऐसा नहीं यार. Believe in your karmas, you will get salvation through your karmas only, and not by donating the organs. So donate the organs. At last, I will like to conclude that मरने के बाद भी जिंदा रहने का इंतजाम करते हैं. मरने के बाद भी जिंदा रहने का इंतजाम करते हैं. ये दिल धड़कता रहे किसी और के लिए, इसलिए अंगदान करते हैं. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Gopal. As we embark on this journey of eloquence and expression, I encourage you all to appreciate the power of words and the courage it takes to stand on the stage. May the best speaker win, and may we all leave here today inspired by the art of elocution. Now, for moving forward, I'd like to call Mr. Rahul Lande sir, GL Gupta sir, and Sanjeev sir, and also Sankha Bhattacharya sir on the stage. Please, sir. For moving forward, we have the Best Student Award. The Best Student Award is not just about academic achievements. It's a recognition of an individual who has consistently demonstrated outstanding qualities in academics, leadership, and overall character. This award signifies the embodiment of our institution's core, values, and principles. And now, the moment we have all been waiting for, the presentation of the Best Student Award. To the owners, I would like to invite Dr. Sankha Bhattacharya sir on the stage to give the Best Student Award in PG and share a few words. Please, sir.
Good evening, everyone. It is very difficult for me to select the best candidate for in PG because all the students are good. But however, I could see the very few people are participated in extracurricular activities as well as the scientific communications. So I think in next academic year, I believe the PG student should be participating in a very compassionate manner to have a research and innovative way of presenting themselves in the form of the best student award. But as far as this time allocation is concerned, we are very strict towards their assurance of learning in the field of their academic curriculum. So based on that, we have selected me, Bagale sir, and Preeti ma'am actually co-jointly actually selected one of the best students. So, based of our all the criteria, I would like to call upon Mr. Harshavardhan Rawal. For all the students, I would like to also tell you, he is also a university topper in pharmaceutics.
I would like to congratulate Mr. Harshvardhan Rawal. To present the Best Students Award in the UG, we would like to call upon Dr. GL Gupta sir on the stage and share a few words.
Good afternoon, everyone. Happy World Pharmacist Day. I know you are waiting for the results, but before revealing the award for the UG category, first of all, I am just sharing with you the criteria, whatever we have assessed and we have received from the university as well. So, as the Dr. Satish sir, our Associate Dean sir, has shared already, from this year onward, we are going to have the 2 awards. One is from the UG category. So every UG 4th year students will be eligible to participate and nominate themselves. And the 1 PG students from the 2nd year. So we are going to give the 2 awards every year for these students. So the nomination will be there from the student side, and you have to claim the points. Certain points are there. So in total 500 points are there in the 2 different criteria. Number 1 criteria, the 1 form you have to fill, and that form having 300 marks means you have to claim the points out of 300 marks in the different categories. For example, means in your academics score, based on your CGPA, based on your attendance, publications, book chapters, IPR, if you have been in the different leading roles, just like the CR, or you have attended the conferences inside and outside. So this is the message for the other students as well, those who are going next year in the 4th year. So they have to think, means the criteria for being in as a best pharmacy students, right? So this is the division for the, means you can say the out of 300 and 200 marks was there in the personal interview. So this is how this total 500 marks was distributed. And I'm thankful to my screening committee, Dr. Payal Dande madam and the Dhruvajit Mukherjee sir. And then it was very difficult to us, means judging, means in total, means in the UG category, we received around 10 applications we received out of 30. So means the ratio was very good, no doubt. And we evaluated the each and every screen. So now I have to announce about that. This best pharmacy student award 2023, it goes to Athira Ravi. Thank you, everyone.
Congratulations once again to our best student. We hope to see continued success and achievements in your future endeavors. As we end this round, let us remember that excellence is not a destination. It's a journey we undertake every day. Now, for moving forward, we have some glimpse of Pharmacovigilance Week, which we did today and also in last 2 to 3 days. Okay, so we will carry this glimpse forward till that which we were waiting from from so long time. We have some awards of elocution. So I would like to invite Dr. G.L. Gupta sir to please say the names of the winners.
So award for this World Pharmacist Day 2023 for the elocution competition for the third position goes to Gopal Rajput.
Thank you, sir. For announcing the second prize, we would like to call upon Sarga Bhattacharya, sir.
Miss PL Desai, please come.
Congratulations, Priya, and thank you, sir. Last but not the least, for giving away the first prize, we would like to call upon our respected Associate Dean, sir, and Rahul, sir, to give the first prize. I can't announce.
So any guess? So the first prize goes to Mr. Shubham Kumar.
Thank you to our dignitaries. You can have your seats in the first row. And all the students, I would request you to please be seated because we will have a photo session at last. And now, okay. So I'd like to call upon Payal ma'am on the stage to show the glimpse of pharmacovigilance week. Thank you.
As we all know that this week we were celebrating the National Pharmacovigilance Week, which is very important for all of us as a pharmacist, where we try to understand the adverse drug reactions or drug interactions that happen either with the drug with some other drugs, along with that drug with some food. So this is what was done. There were several activities which were conducted. We also have practice school in the BPharm final year, where we try to take up this particular topic very seriously. Students from UG as well as PG were allowed to go to the hospital in the Indira Gandhi Medical Hospital at Shirpur, and they were able to understand the complete process of adverse drug reactions and how it is being filed, who all can do this. Beside this, we also had Indian Pharmaceutical Congress (IPC), who had brought the webinar with the experts, where we were being explained about the importance of pharmacovigilance. how to register, who all can register, what needs to be filled in the form by the patient, by the doctors, or anyone who is going to ensure, or anyone who is going to report the areas. So these are the glimpses where you can see our students visiting the Indira Gandhi Medical Hospital and looking forward to all the processes that are being carried over there. This is something which we had carried today. This is related to, okay, so it has changed. I will request to Jay Kumar to move on to the slides. Yeah. This is what we had conducted today on the occasion of World Pharmacist Day. We started our World Pharmacist Day with the plantation drive, and many of the UG students had participated over here, specifically the students of third year, as well as the faculty members. As you can see, the large crowd. We have a herbal garden with 120 plants around, and today we had added to those valuable resources. We have added 25 more plants to our herbal garden, and that was a great initiative. Thank you, management. Thank you, Associate Dean Sir, Dr. Satish Velamkar, and all the faculty members and students for being there for a noble cause. And definitely, we are going to keep ensuring that our students visit the herbal garden and look forward for its growth and maintenance further. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, ma'am. And for concluding today's event, I would like to call upon Ms. Preeti Sangre, ma'am, for concluding the vote of thanks.
Good evening, everyone. At the outset, we are concluding today, but today as World Pharmacist Day and the week prior, which we were celebrating as National Pharmacovigilance Week. At the outset, I would like to thank, on behalf of School of Pharmacy and Technology Management, Indira Gandhi Memorial Hospital for collaborating with us for supporting in this week of pharmacovigilance. For today's event, as we conclude World Pharmacist Day at School of Pharmacy and Technology Management, SVKM's NMIMS Shirpur, I, Dr. Preeti Sangve, as one of the faculty coordinator, want to express our heartfelt gratitude to all those who made this event possible and memorable. I would like to extend our gratitude to our distinguished guests and dignitaries who honored us with their presence. First and foremost, we sincerely thank our guest of honor and guest speakers, Dr. Neelam Gada, dental surgeon at Asian Cancer Hospital, Mumbai, and Dr. Sanjay Pathare, Director, Operations and Business Development at Dr. D.Y. Patil Hospital, Pune, for both taking time out of their busy schedule and sharing valuable insights on the importance of organ donation. We also thank our guest of honor, Ms. Resha Patel, ma'am, Director, Operations, SOBUS, Insight Forum, for gracing the occasion today. We are truly honored to have them in this event. I extend my gratitude to our respected Dr. R.S. Gaud, sir, Director, SVKM's Pharma Institutions, Mumbai, and in charge Director, SVKM's NMIMS MPTP Shirpur campus. Your vision has always been a source of constant motivation for all of us. Sincere thanks to Dr. Jagannath Sahu, sir, Dean, SPP, SPTM, Mumbai campus. Thanks also goes to Mr. Rahul Dande, sir, Chief Accountant and Administrator, MPTP Shirpur campus. Sincere thanks to Dr. Satish Velamkar, sir, in charge Associate Dean, SPTM, for leading us from the front and guiding us. We extend our appreciation to Mr. Bhupesh Zaure, sir, Deputy Registrar, SPTM staff, and IT team for providing the logistic support for this event. There has been a lot of activities, as you have noticed from the previous photo slideshow that we have shown. The activities were lined up for the World Pharmacist Day at SPTM, and series of events wouldn't have been possible with the wholehearted support from my faculty colleagues. Dr. Mayank Sharma, sir, Dr. Mahendra Prajapati, sir, Dr. Jagdish Sahu, sir, for their detailed planning for this day. Dr. Piyush Gode sir for beautifully designing the event flyers, the Plantation Drive team led by Dr. Payal Dande ma'am, the Pharmacist Oath led by Dr. Amit Page sir, the pledge that serves as a reminder of pharmacist responsibilities to society, patient and the profession. The Best Pharmacy Student Award Committee led by Dr. G.L. Gupta sir and Dr. Sankha Bhattacharya sir. Dr. Mukherjee sir, Dr. Sankha sir for judging the elimination round of elocution competition, Dr. G.L. Gupta sir, Dr. Bagade sir and Dr. Payal ma'am for judging the final round of elocution for this year's theme on organ donation. I would like to acknowledge the tireless efforts of our dedicated organizing team and student volunteers. Please give a good round of applause for them. The core student team, the hosting committee, backstage committee, the discipline committee, and last but not the least, the raw team volunteers. Your hard work and commitment has instrumental for smooth conduct of this event. A heartfelt thanks also goes to our student participants and winners, especially Shubham, Priyal, and Gopal. Your performances and dedication has enriched today's World Pharmacist Day indeed. Lastly, I did like to thank entire college community for their support and enthusiasm, which made this day a truly special. World Pharmacist Day, an international event celebrated annually on September 25th, provides an opportunity to raise awareness about the vital role we pharmacists play in the healthcare system worldwide, and to acknowledge our dedication to patient care and well-being. The themes each year aim to reflect the evolving roles and the responsibilities of pharmacists in various healthcare settings. As we move forward, let us carry the spirit of knowledge and the awareness about organ donation that we gathered today and continue to work together to make a positive impact on the healthcare system and the society. Thank you so much.
I would request everyone to please stand up for national anthem.
जनगण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड़ उत्तर बंग विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्छल जलधि तरंग तब शुभ नामे जागे तब शुभ आशीष मांगे गाए तब जय गाथा जन गण मंगल दायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे.
Thank you everyone for joining us. Thank you all the faculties and Dean sir and Rahul sir. And now I will request everyone to please come down over here for the photo session. Thank you.